Welcome back to Lloyd Learner, Challenges in the Human Environment, Section A, Urban Issues and Challenges. This is the first of 4 videos where we will be looking at a case study of a major city in an NEE. Now, let's get into the video. More specifically, we will be looking at the city Rio de Janeiro, located in the NEE, Brazil. It is located in South America and is in the southeast of Brazil on the Atlantic coast. But what is the importance of Rio de Janeiro? Rio is important at a range of levels. At the regional level, it provides schools, hospitals, and universities, as well as opportunities for employment, leisure, and recreation. Rio is important for its art and culture scene. It is also important as a transport hub, with its international airport and docks, which enable trade. At the national, countrywide level, Rio is important because many of Brazil's largest companies have their headquarters located there. These include mining, oil, and telecommunications companies. Rio is a major center specializing in clothing, processed food, chemicals, and pharmaceuticals. Rio is also important at an international level. The city hosted the 2016 Olympic and Paralympic Games, and in 2014 was a host city for the World Cup. Tourists from all around the world flock to Rio to see one of the most iconic landmarks in the world, the statue of Christ the Redeemer. There are also attractions by its beautiful beaches, landmarks such as the Sugarloaf Mountain, festivals, and architecture. It's also an international center for finance and industry. It's a major international transport hub with 3 airports and 5 ports. The causes of Rio's growth is due to natural increase and migration. It is one of Brazil's largest settlements with a population of approximately 11.7 million people. Natural increase is one reason for its growth. This is when the birth rate is higher than the death rate. The population has also occurred as a result of urbanization. This has been caused by rural to urban migration. Millions of people have migrated from Brazil's rural areas to Rio de Janeiro. 65% of urban growth is a result of migration. This is caused by a variety of push and pull factors. As a result, this urban growth has created both opportunities and challenges. Additionally, managing urban growth has become a challenge with the introduction of slums, and Rio has mountains, coasts, and large squatter settlements. A squatter settlement, or favela, is an area of often illegal, poor quality housing, lacking in services like water supply, sewage, and electricity. The city is divided into 4 main zones. These are Rio's main industrial and commercial areas with center. The center is the oldest part of the city. The city's central business district and main shopping center. The financial center with the headquarters of Petrobras and CVBB, Brazil's largest oil and mining companies. Next, the South Zone, developed after tunnels were cut through the mountains. Rio's main tourist hotels and beaches, such as Copacabana and Ipanema. Wealthy area dominated by luxury flats. It has the wealthiest district in the whole of South America, and it's overlooked by Rosina, the largest favela in South America. The West Zone. Barra de Tijuca has changed from a lower class area into a wealthy coastal suburb with luxury apartments, shopping malls, recreational and tourist facilities. The industrial area of Campo Grande has low quality housing around the steelworks, and the main Olympic stadiums and competitor village for 2016 are located here. North Zone, the city's main industrial and port area. The city's international airport and an area of low quality housing and favelas. Now let's take a look at the social challenges in Rio, starting with healthcare. In 2013, only 55% of the city had a local family health clinic. Services for pregnant women and the elderly were very poor, especially in the West Zone. For example, the district Cidade de Deus, located in the West Zone, has an infant mortality rate of 21 per 1,000. The percentage of females getting medical care is 60%, and the average life expectancy is 45. Also, it is key to note that the infant mortality rate is the number of children that die under 1 year of age in a given year per 1,000 live births. Now, education. Education in Brazil is compulsory for children aged 6 to 14. In Rio, only half of all children continue their education beyond the age of 14. Many drop out of school and some get involved in drug trafficking. The level of school enrollment in Rio is low. The main reasons for this are a shortage of nearby schools, a lack of money and a need to work, a shortage of teachers, low pay for teachers, and poor training for teachers. Next, water supply. Around 12% of Rio's population did not have access to running water. It is estimated that 30% plus 7 is lost through leaky pipes, fraud, and illegal access. The situation has become worse in recent years, with one newspaper headline from 2015 stating Brazil's most populous region facing worst drought in 80 years. Now, energy. The whole city suffers frequent blackouts due to a shortage of electricity. The growing population and demands of the Olympics would have made the situation worse. Many people living in the poorer parts of Rio de Janeiro get their electricity by illegally tapping into the main supply, which is risky and unsafe. Now let's take a look at the solutions that the authorities used to solve these 4 social problems. First, looking at healthcare. Medical staff took a health kit into people's homes and were able to detect 20 different diseases and treat them. As a result, infant mortality has fallen and life expectancy increased. A steep hillside was set, with a population of 8,000. This enabled easy access to the nearest hospital, which was 13 kilometers away. Education. Giving schools grants to poor families to help meet the cost of keeping their children in school. Open a private university in Racina favela. And encouraging people to volunteer to help in schools. Water supply. 7 new treatment plants were built between 1998 and 2014, and over 300 kilometers of pipes were laid. By 2014, 95% of the population had a mains water supply and energy. They were building a new nuclear generator and developing the new Simplicio hydroelectric complex, which will increase Rio's electricity supply by 30%, costing the authorities $2 billion, and installing 60 kilometers of new power lines. Now, this concludes the video, the first of 4, where we covered a case study of a major city in a newly emerging economy, including the social opportunities and challenges.